Have you ever met someone who spoke perfect English, but sounded angry? Not actually angry, just serious, very serious, like they were about to fire somebody. This happens all the time. And the funny thing is, the problem is usually not grammar. The English is correct. The words are correct. Everything is correct. But somehow the conversation feels cold. Today, I want to show you how to sound friendlier in English. Because being friendly is almost a superpower. People help friendly people. People talk more with friendly people. People feel comfortable around friendly people. And the best part, you don't need advanced English. You only need a few small changes. Let me show you. Imagine somebody asks, "How are you?" You answer, "I'm fine." Okay, nothing wrong. But it sounds a little robotic, like a customer service chatbot. Now try this. "I'm good, thanks. How about you?" Much better. Same English level, much friendlier. You gave something back to the conversation. And that's one secret of sounding friendly. Don't stop the conversation, keep it moving. Now imagine you're at work. A coworker helps you with something. You say, "Thanks." Good. But listen to this. "Thanks so much." Or, "Thank you, I really appreciate it." Suddenly you sound warmer, more human, less like a machine that occasionally says, "Thank you." Now here's another secret. Friendly people smile. I know, very shocking information, but it matters. And here's something interesting. People can actually hear a smile, even on the phone. Try saying, "Nice to meet you." Then say it again while smiling. The words are identical, but the feeling changes completely. Your voice becomes warmer, friendlier, more relaxed. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful words in English. Ready? Just. Tiny word, huge effect. Imagine you need help. Instead of, "I need help," try, "I just need a little help." Sounds softer, friendlier, less demanding. Or imagine you're asking a question. Instead of, "Where's the bathroom?" try, "Hi, where's the bathroom, please?" Small difference, big improvement. Now let's look at another example. Imagine you're in a cafe. You want coffee. You could say, "Coffee." Technically, communication happened, but you sound like a caveman ordering breakfast. Instead, try, "Can I get a coffee, please?" Friendly, polite, normal. Humans everywhere approve. Now here's something many learners forget. Friendly English often uses small extra words. Words like, "Please," "Thanks," "Excuse me," "No problem," "Of course." These words are tiny social glue. Without them, conversations can feel a little rough. With them, everything becomes smoother. Now imagine somebody accidentally bumps into you. You could stare at them dramatically, or you could smile and say, "No problem." Done. Situation solved. World peace restored. Now let's talk about questions. Friendly people ask questions. This is important. Imagine somebody tells you, "I went to Italy last month." You could say, "Okay." Conversation dead. Funeral scheduled. Or you could ask, "Really? How was it?" Now the conversation lives. People love talking about themselves. Friendly people understand this. They give others space to talk. Now here's another trick. Use people's names, not every 5 seconds. That becomes scary. But sometimes. For example, "Thanks, Sarah." "Good morning, Mike." "See you later, Emma." Names make conversations feel personal. People like hearing their own name. It's like a tiny gift, a very cheap gift, but still a gift. Now let's talk about tone. Imagine somebody makes a mistake. You could say, "That's wrong." Very direct, very sharp. Instead, try, "I think there might be a small mistake here." Much softer, much friendlier. Same message, different feeling. And that's the secret. Friendly English is often about softening things slightly, not changing the meaning, changing the feeling. Now here's something funny. Many learners think friendly English requires difficult vocabulary. Not true. Actually, friendly English is usually simpler. For example, that sounds great. Nice? Good idea. No worries. Of course. These are easy phrases, but native speakers use them all the time. Because friendliness isn't about sounding intelligent. It's about making people feel comfortable. Now let's do a quick story. Imagine you're at a party. You don't know anyone. Scary. You walk up to someone, you smile and say, "Hi, I'm Alex. Nice to meet you." They smile. "I'm Lisa." You say, "Nice to meet you too." How do you know the host? Simple question. Conversation starts. A few minutes later, you're talking about travel, food, and funny stories. All because you asked one friendly question. That's often how friendships start. Not with perfect English, with friendly English. By the way, if you enjoy learning real conversational English like this, I also have extra listening practice, speaking exercises, and a full course on Patreon. The link is below if you'd like to check it out. Now, before we finish, I want you to remember something important. People don't expect perfect English. They don't. Most people are not listening for grammar mistakes. They're listening for connection. They want to know, are you friendly? Are you interested? Are you listening? That's what matters. So next time you speak English, don't focus only on vocabulary. Don't focus only on grammar. Focus on being warm. Smile. Say thank you. Ask questions. Show interest. Because honestly, friendly English is often more powerful than perfect English.